What's up, everybody? Ever make mistakes in life? Let's make them birds. Yeah, the birds now. Very apropos for today, actually, because I was making kind of a joke about my shirt in the last video that I made, and I didn't have my audio on, so I recorded for 10 minutes and I had it on mute. So that's a mistake that I made. I made a few today. So, anyways, I don't have as much time as I had before, and I'm absolutely exhausted. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, so I'm running on fumes. It was a good day. It was a productive day. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up all over the screen. No. Let me throw this up here. Actually, is what I was gonna say. Okay. Boom. So I did this. This was my bookmark for the Hundreds anthology. It's a werewolf bookmark. If you want to see a real-time painting of this, not the inking, but the coloring portion of it, you can. There's a link in the description for the playlist of this entire series, and I decided I'm going to do something a little different because it's motivating in some way, and it's something that'll be useful to me and to other people maybe in the future when I finally open up my website. And that is that I'm going to be recording as much real-time process stuff as I can. There's some days that I just don't feel like working with somebody looking over my shoulder. I think everybody could kind of relate to that. And I haven't done this in a long time, so it's a bit of a social anxiety kind of thing to even be doing it at all. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to record every last thing that I'm going to do, but I'm going to really try and build up a habit of recording everything that I do. So hopefully I get there at some point. But anyways, the idea is today I recorded. It's like an hour and a half to color this thing. A little too long for my taste, but it's not the longest that I've ever taken on a piece, and it's definitely not the shortest. But it's reasonable, especially because it's more of an illustration. It's for more of a polished, finished product. It's not like just a panel on a comic page. So you definitely can't take an hour and a half on one panel on a comic page. So I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit because I'm very tired. So let me rewind. Day one, I did the bookmark. That was on my list of things to do. I'm trying to get all the anthology stuff out of the way as soon as possible. So now that this is done, that is a big step. That means I'm ordering the books very, very soon. The second thing that I did was a bunch of writing for Se5 Complex, like good writing. And I was at a crossroads at a point during the day. I don't have as much time as I normally do, but I'm working at it. The whole point. I'm back. I wonder if that was actually recording correctly or not. I'm gonna check something really quick to make sure because I'm very sorry. I'm trying to figure this all out at the moment, and I'm curious if my audio actually carried over when I transition to stuff like that, or if it just cuts out completely. It cuts out completely. All right, growing pains. At least it's not as bad as the last time where I had zero audio whatsoever. So basically everything that I said that you missed was that I was working on Se5 Complex, trying to get used to using my time now that I have the time, and I put it to use. I really wanted to do some studies, but I opted to do the comic instead. Because that's kind of the whole point of the challenge, is for me to be making time to work on the comic. If I can't do the studies, that's okay. I will get to a point where the studies actually become the work for the comic, but that wasn't the case today. The sort of stuff that I was going to do was going to be general stuff. I don't want to count that towards the comic. It's not specific enough. Um, and that's about that. I got 3 hours of sleep last night, so I'm very tired, which might actually account for some of the mistakes that I've made today with my audio, and now a second time. I really hope this turns out. So, yeah, but the writing that I did do, as I mentioned in the part that got cut out here, was really good and really important. I have, for the last few months, I've had, not that long, because we have not been here for a few months. We've been here going on 2 months now. This will be the second month. But I haven't had any time to work, and so the time that I have had, I've either been doing it in my notebook, or I've been taking audio dictations on my phone, and so, or working on Google. I do a lot of stuff on Google Drive too. But it's all helter-skelter. It's everywhere. So a big thing that I need to do now is get organized. I need to culminate all of these things into one place, and combine it all and make sense of it all as one cohesive outline, or notebook, or whatever it is, whatever it all adds up to. Obviously, eventually a script. Um, but that's not what I did today. That was just one of the roadblocks that I ran into when trying to work. Is I had recalled some notes that I thought that I'd taken. I can't find them anywhere, and it's kind of an important scene, but I just can't remember what the crux of it is. I can't remember the whole very important element of that scene, and so I'm going to find it. I'm going through all of this stuff tomorrow, I decided, and I'm gonna get organized so that when I do have these moments where I want to write on a particular scene, I know where that scene is and I can work on it. Right now it's missing, and I'm starting to feel like maybe it's in my head, and if it is, that's a problem. I need to get going and writing that as soon as possible. Um, Anyways, that's it. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Now I'm done with anthology art stuff. I have some pages that I need to do some tweaks to. So I'm going to try to knock all of that out tomorrow so that the anthology is 100% done and I can order it the following day. And then once that happens, I will have 2 weeks where all I have to do is work on Sisyphine Complex. Obviously, in addition to my normal, regular daily life obligations, which I'm getting better at managing the time that I have now. And now I do have time, as I said. That's the reason I'm doing this, is now I have a block of time and I need to make the most of it. So with the anthology off my plate, I got to do as much as possible before these next projects come up, and I got to start doing client work. So that said, I think I'm going to call it. This has been day 1. I don't want to go on for too long because I got to get some sleep. I got to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. It's my early day. So hope everybody's doing awesome. Quick note. So before I go, I wanted to say the way I'm recording all of these, I'm doing it on a live stream, but it's on a private live stream, so nobody can join. It's unlisted. It's not private. But I haven't been announcing it, mostly because I'm only doing the live stream because it's easier. I could just do this. I use OBS, so I could cut together something that's somewhat, interesting to look at. And then when I hit end, it's done. I don't have to wait to upload. I don't have to edit, any of that kind of stuff. It's very convenient. But for these long work sessions, I wanted to know what everyone thinks about me posting them so that people could join, like the chat and stuff. Is that something that interests you at all? If not, that's totally fine. I'm cool just doing it. But it dawned on me as I was working today that it might make more sense if I opened up the chat for everybody, because these are long videos, and so I don't know. People like doing the live stream thing, so I'm just throwing it out there as an option if anybody's interested. It'll be sporadic. It'll be throughout the day. It won't be on any kind of set schedule, that's for sure, because I take different amounts of time to do different things, and it's going to change on a daily basis, especially when I finally do get the anthology under my belt and I have nothing but Sisyphine Complex to work on. It's going to be a very sporadic day filled with all kinds of fun and excitement. But I'm going to do different streams for different kind of tasks, different things that I'm doing. So if I'm working on concept art, I might take an hour or two and focus specifically on one character. And then I might take another hour or two and focus specifically on studies, perhaps of a certain era or a certain artist or something like that. And then I might take another hour or two and go back to concept art, but on a different character, that kind of thing. And all of these I'll be uploading as extras. I'm not going to post all of this stuff on the Facebook group or even in the Discord. I'm not trying to overwhelm everybody. And like I said in some of my other videos, this is mostly for me to get my shit together. So I'm not really looking to like build an audience around this stuff, but I am looking to build up a library of work, and I think it's gonna be valuable to me later on down the line to have so many recorded sessions of creating art. Maybe I don't explain myself as well as I could while I'm making it, because there's a massive disconnect in my head when I'm creating art, as I go into in depth in the werewolf video, if you do choose to watch that. But maybe later on down the line I do another video or a course or something on concept design, and I have recorded video of creating concepts, and I can use that and put that together into something more complete and coherent that I could do voiceover and articulate what I'm doing a little better, something like that. So I'm going to do it anyways, is my point. If you would like to watch it as a live stream, let me know, and I will make the links available in the hundreds or in the Discord or something like that. I'm not making these public though. That's the only thing. I'm never gonna turn these on to be public. I don't want a lot of this getting out publicly just yet. I'm keeping a lot of this under my jacket. I don't know what the phrase is, but under my hat, that's the phrase. I'm keeping all of this under my hat right now. I'm only sharing it with the Facebook group for the hundreds and my private group, the Indie Bullpen, because most everybody here are all my friends, and if not my close friends, I consider everybody, especially in the hundreds, to be peers. We're brothers and sisters in arms. We're all part of the same group. We're all trying to do this stuff, and so I know that there's a certain level of sensitivity to work in progress and stuff. Nobody here is going to go and spill the beans on a bunch of stuff or anything like that. I trust everybody in this group for the most part. There's some things that I don't trust anybody with. So it's nothing personal, but there's a lot that I'm keeping from everybody. But yeah, so I don't want to make them public, but they'll remain unlisted. Okay, very tired. I'm gonna nip this in the bud and stop before I go on any further, because it's getting later and later and I gotta go. So see you tomorrow. Let me know, and I'm gonna probably be doing another stream tomorrow, so if anybody lets me know ahead of time, then maybe I'll try and make that one live, or make the link available so that people can join in. Other than that, keep making your comics. Have an awesome weekend. I know for everybody it's the weekend right now. For me, it's like Wednesday. My weekend doesn't start until Monday. But hey, you know what? I'm still going to enjoy the day tomorrow. So, but for right now, I'm going to go to sleep. All right. Peace, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.